Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Friday, May 21st, 2021. It is absolutely beautiful out there for most of the region outside of Connecticut, where we have some overcast cloud cover that's going to be dropping south through eastern Long Island this afternoon. Other than that, it's pretty quiet out there. Temperatures range from the upper 40s to mid 50s over your suburbs. Upper 50s in your urban areas. Winds are generally light and variable. On our wind map, we can start to see that southwesterly wind starting to develop, and will gain control as we move on through the afternoon hours, supporting slightly warmer conditions today than what we saw yesterday. On our surface map, there's our high pressure system, basically in control, providing tranquil weather conditions. And you can see off to our west, we have our ring of fire that's starting to develop with a stationary boundary that is basically locked in around the northern plains into the Rockies, and some of these cold fronts here are going to be trying to move through the region for this weekend, making for a little bit more active weather. Now, on the radar, pretty much high and dry around the Philadelphia, New York City metro. This right here has more bark than bite. Not much is actually being reported on the ground, so it looks like it's just pretty much Virga, but I can't rule out isolated shower towards the eastern of Long Island and eastern Connecticut as we move on through the morning hours. On our visible satellite picture, you can see it's really nice around the Philadelphia metro and New York City metro. Here's our clouds dropping south that will head towards Long Island as we move on through the day. Not a complete overcast day, as these clouds are going to be eroded away, but still not as nice as when you head west towards New York City and towards Philadelphia. On the infrared satellite picture, a lot going on here. What we have is called a ring of fire, high pressure centered right about here, and our circulation around that high pressure system. Now, towards the west end of that high pressure system, we have a little bit of a tropical disturbance we're keeping an eye on. Notice that little twist here has a chance of possibly developing before making landfall later on tonight around the Texas coast, so we'll watch that. Meanwhile, all of this moisture is streaming northward, and eventually it will drop south towards our neck of the woods, producing the threat for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow and also for Sunday. Meanwhile, on the east end of that high pressure system, well, we have a trough here over the western Atlantic and another little disturbance that is right now lingering to the east of the Bahamas. Now, this is going to be dropping south and west, and as it does so, it has the potential of picking up some what we call tropical characteristics. So it may become a subtropical storm. We'll have to watch it, but it won't have any direct impacts on us. Indirect, that's a different story. We're going to watch to see how this enhances the trough here, which in turn enhances high pressure on Monday morning and drives a much cooler air mass into the region by the time we get into Monday morning. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, ring of fire off to our west, pretty much quiet today, high pressure in control, temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to mid 70s over along the coast, lower to mid 80s everywhere else. For tonight into tomorrow morning, watch out for a little bit of fog possible. Other than that, look for scattered cloud cover with lows in the upper 50s to lower 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, scattered cloud cover is expected with a few isolated showers and thunderstorms possible. If we get our convective temperatures to push over 90 degrees, that is where we're going to see the potential for thunderstorms. So what are we expecting for temperatures? Well, low temperatures will again range from the upper 50s to lower 60s. High temperatures, though, will range quite a bit depending on where you're at. Along the immediate coast, upper 70s to mid 80s. Over the interior, lower to mid 80s. In the Delaware River Valley, upper 80s to possibly a few mid 90s. Now, if our temperatures break 90 degrees, then that increases the potential for isolated thunderstorms, especially around central New Jersey, southwestern New Jersey, and the Philadelphia metro. For Sunday, same scenario. A cold front will try to move through the region, producing a few isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Some of these thunderstorms for both days will be capable of heavy downpours, frequent lightning, possibly some small hail and wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. But I want to key in here on the isolated theme here. Most locations will just remain dry and muggy. Temperatures on Sunday will range from the lower to mid 60s for lows, High temperatures, though, will range, again, quite a bit. Look for high temperatures in the upper 70s to mid 80s over the interior, mid to upper 80s along the immediate coast, and upper 80s to mid 90s in the Delaware River Valley. I think you can tell where there are hot spots basically located around the Philadelphia metro. Now, as I was saying with our storm out here in the Atlantic, it lifts north and interacts with that cold front. As a result, it enhances that high pressure system, which drives a backdoor cold front through our region early on Monday morning, possibly a few isolated showers, and then clearing skies from northeast to southwest. Could be a bit more cloudy around the Philadelphia metro. One thing's for sure, it is going to be much cooler. Say goodbye to the 90s and say hello to low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s over the interior, mid to upper 50s along the coast. High temperatures in the lower to mid 60s along the immediate coast, upper 60s to lower 70s away from the coast. That is quite a drop in your temperatures. On Tuesday, we have a threat for a isolated shower or two. Now, what's going to happen on Tuesday, and really for much of the rest of the week, is we're going to get this boundary kind of lingering around the region, wavering north and south, reducing the threat for isolated showers on and off. And when we get a cold front able to push through, our high pressure system is able to push south, you end up with a drier day. The problem here is that pretty much every day the model guidance is depicting a different solution here in terms of where that frontal boundary is located and what those impacts will be. So I just kept the isolated shower threat in the forecast. Temperatures will range as such. When you have that frontal boundary to the south of you, you're going to be in cooler conditions. So we're talking about low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s, high temperatures in the lower to mid 70s. However, when that frontal boundary is to the north of you, and right now that looks like it's going to be on best chance on Wednesday and Thursday, you're talking about low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s with some fog, high temperatures ranging from the mid 70s to lower 80s on the immediate coast, mid 80s to lower 90s away from the coast. Possibly a few mid 90s spiking around the Philadelphia metro. We get a little bit more sunshine. So that's pretty much going to be the theme through next week. Wherever that frontal boundary ends up, that's where we're going to see our thermal gradient. We are in that battle zone between the hot and humid air mass over the southeast and the cool maritime air mass over New England and, of course, eastern Canada. So that is the forecast for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. If you enjoyed these forecasts, please like, share, and subscribe. Let your friends and family know where you get your favorite weather information from. And as always, stay safe out there.